Hey guys, we are going to be making a paper crane today to go along with our book that we read during reading this morning. So this is a lot of steps, so go back and watch the steps throughout the video and figure out how to fold it. This is going to make a nice little ornament for your tree. It doesn't have anywhere where you could stick a hook, like an ornament hook, but you can also just set this in your tree on one of the branches. So the first thing we're going to do is take a piece of paper, any paper you want. I'm just going to use plain paper. You could use notebook paper, you could use construction paper, but I'm just going to take a plain piece of paper. And when we make origami, we always have to start out with a square shape. So I've got my piece of paper right here. I need to make it a square. So I'm going to take the corner, I'm going to fold it over to the other side to line it up with that other edge. Crease it. The creases are really important in this origami because they're going to help you later when we have to make some of the folds. So now that I've got my triangle folded, this part down here, we're going to cut it off. So anything below that triangle right there, I'm going to cut it off. So I'm going to this piece, I don't need it anymore, throw it away. I've got a triangle, open it back up so you can see I've got a fold right across the middle right there. Now I'm going to fold it the other direction. So I have a crease this way. I'm going to make a crease the other way. Our creases are really important. Fold it back up. So now we have kind of like an X in the middle of our paper right there. So now I'm going to take my paper, I'm going to fold it in half, hamburger style, this way. So now I've got a line across the middle. Then I'm going to take it and I'm going to fold it hamburger style the other way. So now we've got all of our creases done on our paper and we're almost ready to fold. So let me show you where my creases are. Got one down the center, one across this way, one diagonal, and then another diagonal. You don't need to make lines on your paper crane. I'm making them just so you can see what it's going to look like. Okay, so now that I've got all my lines, I'm going to take it, and I'm showing you, so this is how you'll do it. You're going to start to fold the top corner down. And while you're doing that, the sides are going to come in, and they're going to fold in along those creases. So you can see my corners coming together right there. They're kind of folding on that diamond, and then these creases right here are folding in, and those creases are going to line up together down in this corner. So now I've got this shape. So all I did was push these two corners in together. Then I'm going to take this piece that's sticking up, and I'm just going to push it from this top part. I'm just going to push it flat, and it's going to fold along those creases we already made. Turn it towards me so I can fold it. There it goes. So I just folded it flat. So all we did again, we started here, we pushed these corners in together, it folded along those blue creases, and then we took the part that was sticking up and we just pushed it down. I'm going to make sure I crease really well. Okay, so now you've got your diamond shape on both sides. The part that opens up at the bottom, we're about to do something with that. So that part should be facing you. Mine's facing you. It's facing away from me. Okay, so remember this little corner is going to be pointed towards you, the part that opens. So I'm going to take the edges and just of the top flap. So there's kind of like two sides here. Okay, open up. Okay, so the corner facing towards you. I'm going to fold it over. Should we do it this way? Fold it over so that it kind of looks like the edge of an ice cream cone. I'm going to fold it over. So I'm making this edge touch the middle, just like that. So now it looks like you got an ice cream cone in the middle. So all you did, remember that corner is facing you, the part that lifts up. All I did was take the corner, fold it in, make the edge touch the middle line. So here's my middle line right here. This edge just folds in to lay along the middle line. And do the same with the other side. And I'm going to flip it over. And I'm going to do the same thing to this side. So here's my line. Let's take the corner, fold it in to the middle. Take this corner, fold it into the middle. So now I've got this. So we're making our creases. Crease is really important. Make sure all those creases are smooth. Then you're going to take the top part, top triangle part, fold it down on top of those ice cream cone pieces. Give it a good crease. Flip it over. Do the same thing on that side. Fold it down, crease, crease, crease. Once you do that, we're going to open it back up to make that diamond again. So we just needed those creases. So now I've got my diamond open. Now you're going to take that corner. Remember that corner that opens that's facing you? And you're going to open it up. And we know we've got this crease right here. Got creases right here. So we open it up. This top part is actually going to open along that crease. And these side parts are going to push into the middle, just like that. Okay, so all we did, we were like this. I opened it up. It's along that crease right there. So I'll show you from this side, like that. And then this side's just folded into the middle along the creases. Crease that. I'm gonna flip it over. Do the same thing on this side. So here's my lines. This isn't very pretty, but it's okay. It's gonna open up. Remember, it's going back along that crease. And these sides just kind of fold in, right, like that. So now I've got this diamond. We are almost finished. So what you're going to do now is pick up these top two parts, fold them together like that, and flip it over. Fold those two parts together, just like that. So now you've got kind of this like Batman looking thing. It's got ears up here. So now let me flip it back towards me. Okay. Now, we've got a crease in the middle right here. You're going to take these outside parts and you're going to make little ice cream cones again like we did earlier. Pull them right to that middle line. Back this way, pull this part into the middle line. Just like that. Just like that. So I've got my ice cream cone in the middle right there, and then flip it over, do it to the other side. So the sides are going to fold in along that. There's my line. They're going to fold in along that edge right there. And then in along that edge right there. Okay. So we had those two pieces, we folded them in like this. Now I've got two ice cream cones. Oh my gosh, we are almost finished. So now we're going to take, there's two bottom parts, and we're going to fold them up. These are going to be the wings. So they fold, this one folds up to the top, and I kind of just make it even with the top part up there. So I just made it even with that. Flip it over, and this part's going to fold up, crease it. And then now, so funny. Okay. Then you can fold these down again like this. So now you got your wings. Fold it over and down again like that. Oop. So I've kind of got my wings sticking out. See? And then these two parts are going to be our head and our tail. So you kind of pull it apart a little bit, pull it out, and then you're just going to squeeze that together to make it fold and stay. Oop, and I got to do mine again. Pull it out. And then you just kind of pinch the paper to make a fold. So now it's sticking out. This part's going to be my head. So I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to pinch it together, make all that paper crease. And then I'm going to open up my paper right here and fold it down to make the head. So now I've got my paper crane, and then you can kind of open it up a little bit and squeeze it to make it stand up on its own. And now you've got your very own paper crane, and you are well on your way to making 1,000 paper cranes to make a wish. And the more cranes you make, the better you make them. So this is probably my 8th crane I've made. My first one did not turn out so pretty. So practice makes better. So make some more cranes. Decorate your Christmas tree with them. Make 1,000 to make a wish.